So you believe in the shape of the Earth because of animation, basically.
Yeah, I think.
How is that the
that's
case? How is it that we're in this day and age and adults believe in something that doesn't exist through
Because look,
animation?
every time you leave Earth in a video game, it's a globe. So
True.
with the exception of the Discworld games.
So why did they lie to us then, Dan?
Well, how do they lie?
Well, Dan says he only knows it's through video games, so he's saying that he knows he's not on a board.
Just so you know,
I think what he was saying was that's a dumb question. His answer to me.
I don't think he said that. I think he's saying he understands that the Earth is a globe through animation. He's an adult.
No,
He can speak for himself, right?
That's what you got out of it.
I'm disengaging from your conversation in the most obvious way I can.
Well, this is the one I'm trying to ask you in the first place. Why is it so difficult for you to prove your claim?
It's not.
So, Dan, I'm just looking at Core here. Looks pretty. I will give it that.
Oh, no, it's too late.
It's too late. Yeah, way too late,
buddy.
It's not.
It's pretty.
It's not difficult.
I was curious. I wonder, is it running on the Unreal Engine or something? Or
yes, it's on Unreal.
Hold on a second, son.
Looked like it.
I'm just so glad that somebody else is like suddenly the brunt of these callous opinions that people like throw out about your work. It's just like, oh, okay, another critic. Okay,
oh, do you get that? You get people?
Oh my
in
god,
the chat?
constantly. Are you kidding me? Yes, constantly, and mostly it's jokes, but sometimes it's actually people trying to be harmful. And I'm just loving this. This is great. It's so much more fun when your ego's not involved.
Hey, Scott, I've never been hypercritical of your stuff.
You have
we've been told that we're on this ball. And so far, all we've been able to do is look at animation as any kind of evidence. Is there anything else that tells us that we're on a ball curving, flying through space? Because
I've looked at your game.
Yes,
looked at your game. It looks like it's pretty interesting. It might even be fun. And it sounds like what really is horrible was your elevator.
I think you have me turned down.
It was my elevator pitch. Yeah, it's probably true. Probably a bad elevator pitch for people who have preconceived notions of Roblox.
Yeah. So Zant was talking when I was talking, so he's obviously got me turned down. You see that we're trying to have a discussion on evidence.
Have you turned down? I don't have you turned down. You're turned up. I hear you.
You're just trying to steer the conversation away from the topic.
They're in the middle of a conversation and you're being rude.
It wasn't in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, we're ignoring your rudeness.
You know you're being rude. You're doing it on purpose. They know you're being rude. They know you're doing it on purpose. Like, come on.
It wasn't in the middle of a conversation. That was done. Then I said to Dan, we were talking about why it's difficult. He was talking about animation.
Chemo.
And in the middle of that, Zan started talking over when I was talking.
I'm pretty sure that the people having the conversation decide when the conversation is done, not the person who shows up and is rude. Like, that's not how it works.
Yeah, we were having a conversation about animation, and then we moved on to the shape of the Earth. These things happen.
You did. That was nice of you to indulge that, but there's so many better ways.
These things happen all the time. Constantly, the conversation is changing from minute by minute. Not a big deal.
Okay, so Chemo, can other people talk? There's a lot of much better ways.
Well, I don't know. Obviously, we've got Zan and Dan just talking. Well, I don't know. Can other people talk? That's the question. Yeah.
You let me know.
Other people are welcome.
Well, exactly. That's what's happening. Other people are talking. So I'm saying so while I was talking, you started talking over when I was talking.
But if other people started being rude, they'd probably be.
Yeah, but I was already talking, and then you overspoke when I was talking. I thought you had me turned down.
You were derailing, Kima. You weren't talking. You were adding to the conversation. You were derailing it.
Oh no, we spoke about animation. Then I said to Dan about the animation about the Earth, and he said, "Oh, that's how he knows he's on a globe."
Yeah, but you interrupted me. You interrupted me trying to soften my overly harsh criticism, and I was in the middle of that.
He wasn't talking when I started talking.
Also, my answers to you were very facetious.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out why is it that the globers are struggling to provide evidence for that globe.
Instead of
interrupting
other people's conversation, why don't you say, I'd like to talk about flat Earth in the room below. Whoever wants to do that, come down and join me. And then you can do whatever you want to do.
We're talking about animation. We're still talking about animation.
Kimo, that's good advice. There's so many good ways to do it that you aren't using. You're doing the way that's designed to guarantee conflict.
Well, I mean, again, we're talking about animation and why Dan believes he's on a globe through animation.
Why are you just repeating yourself? Why are you just repeating yourself like that?
So why, Dan? Why would you believe animation tells us we're on a globe?
Yeah, it's pretty,
what?
I guess.
It's definitely
What are you
pretty.
doing, Dan? Don't even entertain this bollocks.
I'm sorry.
Look, I learned that Earth was a globe from Star Trek, the original series, and I'm not going to question it any further. And you're just going to have to live with that answer, Chemo.
No, I'm asking Dan about his animation of
He didn't animate Star Trek.
Why he would believe in a globe through animation.
Chemo, I was being facetious. Those were not serious answers, and I tried to make it very obvious.
No, but that is the answer, though. You have animation, and that's why you believe in the globe.
Not.
You're going to have to use smaller words for Chemo, Dan. I don't think he understands.
I'm sorry,
facetious.
Dan. He thinks facetious is some form of fecal defecation issue.
Yeah.
I thought you meant an underwater fish.
You're going to confuse him, and that's not
completely
nice.
Lost with that word. So, how is it that animation is something that has evidence of a globe?
It's not.
What is the evidence then that you believe you're on a globe?
All of the not
It's a trap.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay.
He's gonna get his gravity water.
I mean, that's where we are, Dan. It's like we have all this animation.
You went to get a drink. He said he went to get a drink, dude.
I know, yeah. So what do you want to do? Sit in
silence? Why are you addressing? Well, you can address somebody else. If you're gonna talk to him when he's not here, it's a little goofy.
Why?
Because it's goofy.
So?
He's not here.
Well,
I'm going to talk to the guy who's
you're
left.
the king of cool.
I'm the arbitrator of all that's goofy.
You understand that you're the king of cool, right?
This is not a road you want to go down. This is the goofy road.
So yeah, Dan, the idea would be that all we've ever had is either...
Who are you talking to?
He's talking to the guy who went to get a drink.
Yeah. So all we've ever had is animation, CGI, composites, hyper-realistic.
Someone write this down so we can tell him. Someone write this down so we can tell him.
People knew that the Earth was a globe before CGI, so you're silly.
How would they know that?
How would they know that? Measurements.
What measurements?
The measurements that were done.
What measurements were done?
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, what measurements?
What measurements?
You
what
don't
measurements?
know.
I don't know. Do you know?
I do know.
Well, what measurements were done?
No, it's not about me.
It's not about me. Yeah, you need to do your own research. Why are you expecting me to do your research for you?
Not my claim.
You're supposed to be some kind of
not my claim. It's your claim that measurements were done, remember?
Well, I thought you had measurements, the numbers, the figures, the science. Where
you constantly say you have the numbers, the figures, the science. I haven't seen any of that from you.
Yeah, but you just said
where do you keep your figures at? Because it seems like you pulled them out of your ass.
Well, you're the one that made the claim, not me.
What claim?
That someone's measured the Earth. That's how you know you're on a globe.
What claim?
That's not a claim.
What is it then?
I don't know. You made the claim that it was a claim. I made a statement. You claimed it was a claim. How about you prove your claim?
That was your statement.
Yeah, it was a statement.
But you don't prove a statement. Yeah, a statement's just either an opinion or a possible fact.
That's fine if it's just your opinion. We're looking for the actual reality.
No, it is actual reality.
Oh, so it's not just your opinion. Davros says it's your opinion.
Well,
you didn't hear the second half of that, did you?
What?
I am pretty sure that the simulated Earth that we live on is a globe.
Yeah, that's your opinion, according to Davros.
Well, no. The simulation thing would be an opinion.
An opinion. So do you have any
so, Kimbo,
actual measurements?
You missed the second part of what I said then,
Davros,
you straw-manning bastard.
Davros, you're over-talking.
No, you over-talked me. I started first.
No. Zant, do you have any measurements then of the globe that you said we knew about before CGI? Zant, do you have any of the measurements that you said of the globe?
Do I have them?
Yes.
Where would I keep them?
I don't know. It's your statement, your opinion that there's measurements.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently you've got them somewhere, Zant.
My statement was people made measurements.
That's your opinion.
Why would I have some? Do I sound like a thief to you? Am I just going to go around stealing people's measurements and storing them somewhere so I can show them to morons online? That seems like
you're just parroting them.
That's very rude. Why would you think that?
Are you a parrot? Are you a zombie robot who just repeats what you were told?
As far as I know, I'm not a robot.
But why are you programmed to repeat what you were told?
I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Now, have you made measurements of curvature yourself, personally?
Have I? Yes.
Okay, let's take a look. Now we're talking.
No.
You're not going to provide the evidence of you making measurements of curvature.
I didn't take them down. I just did them as part of a thing with using measurements of stars.
What thing?
Amateur
astronomy. You're not allowed to ask people that.
What thing did you do, Zan?
You can't ask people to show you stuff anymore.
You can't ask for that shit, though.
I can't ask you for the evidence of you measuring curvature.
No!
So I can't, and let's be clear on that. I cannot ask you for the evidence of your statement, claim, whatever you want to call it. Okay.
No, because I did that when I was 12. Right. Because it's relative child's play to figure out that you're on the globe.
That's your opinion, then, yes.
No.
Opinion, it's a fact, Chemo.
No,
hang on.
It's a fact.
Hang on. It just went from opinion to claim to opinion to statement to fact. Now it's
is there anything else?
Chemo can't even keep up with which things are claims and which things are opinions.
On a globe?
You don't need. If you can't even keep up with that, how do I expect you to keep up with measurements?
Is there anything else that you've done that you can't produce that proves we're on a globe?
You can
what
do
are
it,
you talking
Chemo.
about, Zan?
Choose not to, Chemo.
Dan, is there anything else that you can't produce that proves we're on a globe?
Well, why would I need to?
Do
do you think that's my job? Do you think that my job is to prove to you what shape you live on? Like, that's not my job.
No, if you have a religion, just tell me about it.
I have a bunch of different other jobs, but that's not one of them.
Yeah, if you have a religious belief, just say it's a belief. I can't demonstrate it. It's just what I believe.
I don't have a religious belief. I don't even have a religion.
It's what you believe, right?
You have a religious belief.
I believe it, but it doesn't make it.
But you can't demonstrate it to be true. Yeah.
No,
science is not a religion.
You can demonstrate it to be true.
Chemo, we've been told at least 20 times by me alone.
Hold on. Suzanne, you can prove it or you can't prove it to be true.
One of those things is correct. Yes.
That's correct. What can you do?
What can I do?
Yeah.
Pretty effectively ignore your trolling.
What about the globe? Can you demonstrate the globe?
What about the globe?
Can you demonstrate the globe?
Why would I need to? You just acknowledged that it exists. You said, what about the globe? It's a thing. The globe is a thing.
Yeah, can you demonstrate that to be true?
You couldn't ask me about it if it wasn't real, right?
Yes, I can.
Why not?
Is Santa Claus real?
Is Santa Claus real?
Yeah.
Stop comparing
Obviously.
the globe to Santa Claus.
Is Santa Claus real?
Obviously.
The Santa Claus is real to you, yeah?
Santa Claus is as real as Jesus.
And as real as the globe.
No, the globe.
Oh no, the globe is more real. No, the
globe is more real. What do you mean more real? What does that mean?
You can prove it, Chemo.
Got real and more real. What do you mean by real and more real, Sant?
Yes, it's more real.
Yeah, what do you mean by something that is real and then something that is more real?
Okay, what I mean is Santa Claus, something that is real.
Santa Claus
and
what?
The globe.
Santa Claus what?
Santa Claus is something that's real.
Santa Claus is real to you. Yeah. Okay. Good.
All right. But the globe is more real.
And the globe is more real. So both of these things are real. So both of these things are real.
You've got it.
Yeah.
What's that?
Both of these things are real to you.
No. One of them's more real.
Yeah, they're both real. They both have real in them.
Well, so Santa Claus has a real influence and an impact on people's perception, daily lives,
and the globe is more real.
It's a real. It has it's a tangible idea that it has influence, not just
good.
Yeah. That's
Dan, are you hearing that, Dan?
He's not. Santa Claus is not real in the sense that there's a guy.
Have you heard that? Santa Claus is real. The globe is real. So to you put Santa Claus and the globe in the same breath.
No.
That's what we've just heard from Santa. So, Dan, do you have the same opinion of Santa Claus and the globe being in the same truth position?
Why do you keep looping me in?
I don't know.
You went for a drink of water.
I don't know why he's paying any attention to what I'm saying.
Got me turned down.
He wants someone to take him seriously. That's why he's moving on from Zant.
So you just went for a drink of water, right? So I'm just saying, as you were away, I was talking to Zant, and he was like, Santa Claus is real, the globe is real. So I'm asking you, is Santa Claus real? Is Santa Claus... Hold on a second, Zant. Hold on a second, Zant.
Santa Claus was as real as Jesus.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
So
Zant was like, Santa Claus is real, the globe is more real, so to him, they're both real. Is Santa Claus real to you, Dan?
Yeah.
So that you put the globe and Santa Claus as real.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the problem, Dan, you see, because neither can be proven to be true. Did you know that?
Yeah, the globe is proven to be true every day, Chemo, by 12-year-olds.
Did you know that,
can do
Dan?
it too.
Hold on, hold on,
you
Paige.
can prove the globe to be real.
Hold on, Paige. But Dan, did you know that Santa's not real?
Stop trolling
and
him.
the globe is not real? Did you know that, Dan?
Stop trolling him, Chemo.
Paige, hold on a second.
Stop trolling him, goddammit. You're making a point, Joe. I mean, you made your damn point. It's false, but you've made it.
Dan, did you know that the globe and Santa, they're not real?
Oh shit, are you serious?
Absolutely, neither can be proven.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
No way.
Yes way.
You drive a Subaru.
You realize that Santa starts off with
Can you believe that they told us that Santa Claus and the globe were real all this time, and there's no
That's nuts.
Right. There's no evidence for
Holy
any of
cow,
these things.
Chemo. Santa and the globe aren't real?
None of them are real.
Holy shit!
That's what we were like in the beginning.
That's amazing.
It depends. Really.
Yeah, you know what? If you're right, Chemo, that's pretty fantastic. Where's your evidence?
What's amazing about that we've been lied to, Dan?
No. I really want your evidence. What's your evidence, Chemo?
Evidence for what?
For Santa not being real.
Santa? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you said he wasn't real. I want the evidence. That's fucking a fantastical claim.
No one's ever seen reindeers fly in the sky with Santa. Have you, Zant?
Yes, they have.
Oh, let's have a look.
Not personally.
Well, who has?
Hey, I mean,
which one of your family members have seen Santa?
I'm pretty sure. Look, I had some kids that I grew up around, and they're pretty convinced.
So the people you hung around, they saw.
Look,
Santa.
they even did experiments. They left out cookies. They left out milk. He ate them.
So the people
pretty strong evidence.
The people you know that you hang around with, Zant, believe in Santa Claus. Yeah. Zant,
no, I'm asking you.
Not the
anymore.
people that you know, your friends, they believe in Santa and they put out cookies for Santa Claus, yeah?
Oh, this was a long time ago, Keith.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. But the people you know, people you hang around with, believed in Santa Claus, right?
They certainly did.
And they still do.
Oh, I don't know. I don't profess to know people's thoughts.
Well, you just said that they believe in Santa. Why wouldn't they not believe in Santa? You just said prove Santa's not real. So obviously Santa's real, right?
I did. I said prove he's not real. You're right.
Right. So obviously to you and your friends, Santa is real.
So do you have? Well, I'm just asking if you have any evidence that he's not.
No. I'm saying if what you're saying is true, you and your friends believe in Santa. They put out cookies. Then I can take your word for it that you believe Santa. You and your friends.
Yeah, but if what you're saying is true, then everybody's being lied to about Santa for years, and I just I want to know for sure.
When I put the cookies out, nobody came for the cookies, but Santa came for your cookies.
Yeah, but that's because you're a bad boy.
Right. So Santa came for your cookies.
Yeah, because I'm a good boy.
There you go. So that's the story.
See?
If you're good, you get gifts. If you're bad, you get no gifts.
Yeah, if you're a twat waffle like you are, you don't get no gifts.
That's what you and your friends believe.
That's what you believe.
No, I don't believe. You just told us the story, Zant.
I thought that's what you believed.
No, Santa is not real, Zant.
Do you have evidence of that?
No. Do you have evidence of him existing? Yes, you said you and your friends put out cookies and Santa ate it.
That's right.
That's right.
Do you think that's good evidence? That's evidence. Do you think that's good
evidence of Santa Claus for you, right?
Well, do you think that's good evidence, though?
I don't know. I can only take your word for it.
Right. But I'm saying it's evidence.
You and your friends believe in Santa Claus, yeah?
Do you think it's a good... I said Santa Claus was just as real as Jesus.
Yes, okay, Jesus is... didn't have the letter J when the Messiah was around, so Jesus is a made-up character, yes.
But you didn't ask me if I believed in Jesus.
Well, again, Jesus is a made-up character. There was no J back when the Messiah was around, okay? So, yeah, you're right. Jesus is real as Santa Claus and the globe. So you believe in all of these things.
I think that it's just important that you understand that...
That you believe in Santa Claus, your friends believe in Santa Claus, you believe in the globe without evidence, and your friends believe in this, all without evidence.
No, I don't believe in Santa Claus. I just said that he was real.
I know. You said Santa Claus is real, and you agree with that, Dan, right?
I don't believe in him, though.
Yeah, I do.
So that's part of the problem. That's when I offer the therapy. We have to mature you guys and make you guys understand that you need to grow up.
Shut up, Chemo. You're the one who's the kid.
These things are not real, Dan and Sant.
The globe is very real, Chemo. You can prove it yourself.
There's no evidence.
You're asking me to do something.
There's no evidence of Santa Claus. Dan, don't fall for Zant's trick here. Unless you put cookies out. Did you put cookies out?
You know, it is a little bit odd now that I think about it, that I haven't really had a present since I moved out.
Now just check, Dan. Do your friends also believe in Santa Claus?
Okay. For real though, do you want to know the most unattractive trait of my girlfriend? And it really bothers me. Mm-hmm. She legitimately believes in Santa Claus.
Well, there you go.
No, she does not.
No,
she does not.
I kid you not.
Chemo, this is important.
What about you?
When you say she... Hold on, Chemo.
Do you believe in Santa Claus?
Chemo, just hold on for a second. When you say she believes
in Santa Claus... I was in the middle of a conversation.
No, you're not.
Chemo, this conversation
all the time. It's a bullshit conversation.
Elaborate on what you mean by that exactly. Does she believe in the magical person?
Yes. And so I tell you, it really, really bothers me, and she's not willing to engage with me in a conversation about it. So,
what's the extent of it? Like,
so
how far does it go?
When she was a kid, when she was a kid, still believing in Santa and all that, like at an appropriate age, she swears she woke up in the middle of the night and went into the living room and saw Santa's butt, like he's leaning over putting putting presents under the trees. And it was so real, so convincing to her, that memory, that she's refusing to not believe in Santa.
Or she thinks you're an idiot.
There's so many things that can be said about
pulling your leg down.
Of course it can, and I've tried, and she just doesn't want to engage with me about it. It's like, obviously it was like her dad or something. It's just, no, it was a red robe, and nobody had a red robe.
No way.
Bring her here, Dan.
You're trolling us, or she's trolling you. One of the two.
Bring her here. Where is
she? She gets offended when I talk to her about it.
Where is she? Bring her here.
Well, I think that you're right to have that upset you, Dan. That would be like... That would cross the line of like, I need to find a reason to break up with this person immediately kind of territory.
I try to ignore it. I try not to think about it. And so I ask her, it's like, well, so what happened to all the presents? Why aren't we getting any presents anymore? Or like anything. There's like a million different questions you can ask following that. And she just disengages and gets offended and doesn't want to talk about it.
You're going out with a mental patient.
Yeah, I guess in that one aspect, perhaps.
Right.
How old is she?
Some curing Santa belief therapy, it sounds like.
So
Chemo, Dan has... Look, Chemo, now it's even more important.
What's
your evidence that Santa... What is your evidence that Santa doesn't exist? Because now we have a real problem. We need to help Dan out. Like, his relationship depends on this. His girlfriend's got a really crazy idea that Santa's existing.
I believe in Santa.
No, I said that he was real. I said that the globe was more real.
I know.
She's believing in Santa. It sounds like she's believing that Santa's more real, and that's just absurd.
Yeah, I know.
So there's got to be some good, strong evidence. What's your good, strong evidence of Santa not existing, Chemo? Because I think that would really help Dan out. You might actually have a chance to do some good for once. What do you got?
Dan's girlfriend's convinced me.
Oh, good.
Oh. Okay. Well, there you go, Dan.
Where does the Santa come from, Dan?
You're supposed to say, welcome to the globe.
No, welcome to Santa Claus. Or
Santa Claus goes around the globe, right?
Exactly.
Santa is a heliocentric concept.
What, without dipping the nose down on the reindeers?
Yeah.
They only dip their nose down when they smell cookies.
Well, if they're going to each and every house... how are we thinking about this navigation? Are they going up to 30,000 for each house, in between each house, or what?
Hell no. Frankly, it has to be quantum based or something. It has to be like multiple Santas in all possible realities at once or something.
No. They use elf magic to slow down time.
That's what I said. Quantum stuff.
Yeah.
I think probably just with your girlfriend, just as with you guys, with the globe, she hasn't grown up yet. She hasn't matured enough.
Wow.
Because if
That's
she's
really
very
rude,
playful, if you guys, obviously you're very playful, and just like when we asked you about, so to say,
Dan, maybe
you're
you
pretty
should
much
try not dating
you're pretty much
8-year-olds.
the same here than as your girlfriend.
Oh jeez, I've been caught.
Dan, come on, Dan. Think before you joke. Let's come on, man.
You seem to shut
That's
down
terrible.
when asked about the globe, the same way as your girlfriend shuts down when asked about Santa, right?
I think he shuts down when you ask questions that are absurd.
There are a few people in
his
this room,
girlfriend
Chemo.
shuts down when he asked about Santa.
There are a few people in this room that I don't really engage with because I don't think it comes from a genuine place. And unfortunately, I think you are one of those people.
Well, your girlfriend feels the same about Santa Claus.
Damn,
right?
he got your number fast, Chemo, though. He
no,
did get your number
I-
fast. You got to admit that.
Oh, we've had
he sussed you out
conversations
quick.
before. But the point is, I was asking him why is he finding it difficult to present his case?
I don't. I just am
He
refusing.
isn't. He's saying he doesn't. Yeah, he can tell that you're not coming from a genuine place, which is true. You know that. We know that.
Or you know that you will be embarrassed because you can only take your argument so far.
You know what? That's it. That's the one.
Just like, again, if you pressed your girlfriend on Santa Claus, you would embarrass her, right? He would break up with you if you continue to press. You'd say, stop pressing me about Santa Claus. Just like you're saying, I want to break up with this conversation. I can't handle this, and you shut down. So you have a very similar.
I don't think that's the big thing said. What did you say, Finch? Though you're trying to say something.
You have a very similar mind
we
thought
weren't
when it
mature
comes
enough
to being pressed on a certain question.
The whole globe and flat Earth thing. So how mature do we have to be, Chemo? Do we have to be mature enough that our nutsack creates a little boat when we get in the bath and cradles our cock in it, or like how old?
Whoa!
You're around that area now.
What? What are you gonna do with that, Chemo?
I didn't hear what he said.
That's probably for the best.
My last
so Dan,
joke,
I mean, look, this is part of the problem with young people's minds that they need to be able to engage.
Hey, Chemo, can I ask you a question? How many ways have I bluntly told you I'm not interested in having a discussion with you? Yet you how can I get you to understand that?
By presenting the evidence for your belief.
Chemo. He said, "Come on, like be reasonable to some extent." What he said is that he's not really appreciating what you're doing. So you want to have a different target, move on to a different target. But like at some point, you need to recognize that he's made a point. He said what he wants.
Oh, we're having a laugh. It's just a joke, Veach. Don't take it so seriously.
Chemo understands something? No way.
Yeah, it's
Chemo
just a
will
joke.
never understand anything.
So Dan, the idea is that
oh my God, are you serious?
Chemo. He
you're
just
not
said
the first person not to want to be able to go and be able to explain their position because it is very difficult. I get it.
Chemo, stop engaging people that don't want to be engaged.
So what we're able to do is ask questions.
Chemo, you heard the man.
What we're able to do is ask questions and make people feel, well, unless they believe my...
You got server muted? Are you serious?
Who can mute Chemo? He can mute himself because he's a mod,
Well,
right?
I just kicked out Veach anyway, so... I don't know why he's muting me. Okay, we're having a conversation.
Because you're being a dick, Chemo.
We're
That's
talking
why.
about the shape of the Earth.
No, we're
And the
not.
point
We're
is
talking
that
about
not
Santa
many
Claus.
people are able to defend their globe for the very reason of what I've just pointed out.
Yeah, but you can
Because
do
you're
that
an
without
idiot,
harassing
Chemo.
Dan, right? Like, can you do that without harassing Dan? Stop harassing people, Chemo.
And it's not being harassed. I mean, we're just saying that the people like Dan.
Oh, okay. Dan, do you feel harassed?
That's a strong word.
He's definitely badgering you, right? He keeps mentioning you when you ask him nothing.
Well, it's just wasted breath. I can keep, deflecting, but I don't know how long this will carry on. I try to be as blunt as I could.
Yeah, but I mean, again, this is all, we're all having fun. We're just trying to figure out, we're trying to make the transition peaceful, right? You're going to have to give up the globe at some point.
Stop using this all thing here, because I think only you're trying to figure out what you live on, and we all know
No, we're going to have to transition smoothly. And maybe me talking to you will help you speak to your girl about Santa. Right? And the way to tackle these things smoothly. Right? So, for example...
what I'm more interested in, Chemo, okay? Here's what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Okay? So you think everything's flat, apparently. Although...
Not just
whether
the water,
or not you really...
just the water at rest.
Oh, so the water at rest is flat, but the Earth's a globe.
No, the Earth has no curvature, measurable curvature, that conforms with the globe.
Well, what if it had unmeasurable curvature?
Unmeasurable?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? What does that mean, unmeasurable?
I don't know. You said it wasn't measurable, so I'm assuming that...
No one's measured it.
But they have. Lots of people.
Measure it. You can measure it, Chemo.
That's like me saying there are miracles.
No, it's not. It's like saying you can actually do it physically.
Lots of miracles.
No, Chemo, you can do it yourself.
Yeah, you can do the miracles.
You can do it.
No, you can't do a miracle. This is something very simple. They've done 2,000 years ago. Takes very simple equipment. You can do it.
But NASA show, we know that isn't going to go anywhere. So I have a more interesting question for Chemo, and that is, you're convinced that everybody else is convinced that the Earth's a globe, but it's all a deception. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, you could say they're deceiving us.
Okay.
You, maybe.
So I would like for you to tell me how it is that they've maintained this elaborate hoax, this great deceit for so long, and nobody important has noticed.
Oh, that's easy.
How do they do that? How is that being done right now? What is?
Oh, that's easy peasy.
Easy peasy, is it? Okay, break it down.
Oh, that's
for me.
lemon squeeze.
Don't say lemon, please. He'll show up.
Very simple. Because all you need is a nation full of stupid people. Okay, so you dumb down the nation.
Okay, so you convert everybody. So you convert everybody to flat Earth first.
Once you dumb down the population.
Okay, so everybody's a flat earther now.
Anything that they tell you, so they've got to dumb you down first. Yeah. Okay,
so it sounds like you're working for them because it seems like you're trying to dumb people down.
Right.
I don't know who them is though, or they, but them and they come up an awful lot amongst you folks. Who is them and they, and all these shadowy folks? Chemo. Who are we dealing with?
Dealing with the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, just to name a few.
Oh, okay. So them specific. So what is it that they're doing? Because I haven't seen them doing anything that would have anything to do with the shape of the Earth. Seems like they'd be more likely to lie about banks and money and stuff.
You've been dumbed down. You see. Yes, because you've been dumbed down, you can't see, think, or realize anything around you, right?
I'm looking. I'm seeing some stuff. There's some things around me. I think I'm pretty easily able to identify what those things are. Yeah, no, I think that your claim isn't holding up.
Yeah, you've been dumbed.
No, I don't think so.
Because
how did that happen? Who did that? I've never met a Rockefeller or a Rothschild, so I don't think that they've done that to me.
Oh, you don't need to meet them. You never will. You were just telling me how you play computer games, watch television, watch movies.
Chemo.
You just told me that you believe in Santa Claus. You believe in things that are not real. So because you believe in things that are not real, you are dumbed down so they can make you believe anything.
Well, what do you mean I never will? How do you know I won't meet with a Rothschild? That could happen.
Yeah. Okay. Again, you're delusional. Okay, because you've been dumbed.
No, I know down. People who know. I know people who know some of these they that you speak of. I I know people who go to Bohemian Grove, and I'm pretty sure that you figure a lot of they are there. I could probably maybe get an invite.
The main perpetrator of the lie was the British Empire.
Okay, so it's so
once the Queen,
Just
got
the British
word
Empire.
that in order to keep the authority on Earth, and if you want to remain the Queen, like the Queen of the world, and
Right.
not have the Messiah as the king, you see, there was a choice: either the king as the Messiah, or the Queen of this world. See?
So is the Queen
So the
in charge
Queen
of
was
NASA?
like, okay, if I'm going to be the ruler of this world, then I'm going to have to change the perception of how people see this world. So that means we're going to have to change the Messiah's, the King Messiah's flat Earth to a round Earth. See?
Are you saying that the Queen is in charge of NASA?
The Queen, well, the royal family, we can say, they are in charge of hiding the shape of the Earth. Yes.
So they're in charge of NASA.
Everything, yeah, all of it.
Well, why isn't the UK funding NASA better?
Well, I mean, they're doing what they can.
No, they're not. They got extra cash lying around. What, like, if they really, really wanted to up their game, they should fund NASA better. I don't see it. I don't even see them giving any money.
What for?
Is the Queen giving any money to NASA?
No, all she needs to do is colonize America, colonize Australia, colonize South America.
Yeah, but she didn't colonize America though.
Yeah, she.
No, they left. They left. They kicked.
Well,
the
that's
Queen
what
out.
you think. That's what you think. But the idea was to control.
Oh, so the Queen.
That's what you think.
Is the Queen still in charge of America?
The royal family is in charge. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have some evidence of that?
No, I don't have to. Remember, we don't have to provide evidence.
Well,
what?
You wanted me to provide evidence,
and you said you don't have to. We don't have to do it. I said, remember that we don't have to provide evidence. And you said yes, we don't have to provide evidence.
No, I said I wasn't. I didn't say that we didn't have to. I said I wasn't going to. There's a difference.
Yeah. I said what? So you don't have to provide evidence? You said no.
I said well, you can't make me, can you?
Right, and you can't make me either.
Well, no, but I can keep asking you at nauseum. I mean, we could do that. You want to play that game?
Sure.
So
I'm just explaining to you how the British Empire...
What's your evidence then?
British Empire.
Yeah, what's your evidence of them running the U.S.? I want to establish that. That's a lower level. Like if you want to get me to flat Earth, you're gonna have to
classify.
Look,
that's not for Canadians.
Look, you need to go in baby steps.
It's not for Canadians. That's not for your ears and eyes.
Well, I know it's not for Canadians. As far as I'm concerned, we should kick the Queen out too.
Classified, yeah. No, that's why we control your country. That's right.
Well, I don't think that you do.
Well, I know you don't, but unfortunate.
The Queen has really not a whole lot of power.
And the reason why we control Canada is because that is key to the flat Earth, that area.
Oh, why is it key to the flat Earth?
It reveals a lot of where the land is, the connections between the countries. So we have to control basically the borders of the world. Like I say, South Africa. We could have taken the whole of Africa, but we were like, no, let's just go down South Africa, where near the ice wall is.
Right.
They said, okay, look, Australia. We're gonna have to take all of Australia because
do you have
too close. America,
some...
again, the cosmology of the Red Indians was it's flat, stationary, with a firmament. They had to wipe out all of those people.
Let me ask you a question. What on earth makes you think that I give even the slightest fuck what the Indians thought?
Now, that was the common belief with everybody.
Right. Right. Well, why do I care about that? Why do I care about that?
No matter if you care or not, that is the common belief before the Queen.
Okay.
So colonized everywhere in the world.
Okay, so our
like
beliefs
a Queen Bee,
that are common,
they need colonies, right?
Are all beliefs that are common true?
The king
are all
now, most people on Earth at that time were waiting for the king to return. So that's where the authority was going. All the power was going to the king, the Messiah. So the Queen's the Queen's like, no, I need the authority. Look, I'm the Queen of this Earth.
you can keep gabbering, but I'm asking you a question, which is you just said it was important because it was a common belief. Are all common beliefs true?
This was known throughout the world, common throughout the world.
But I mean, right. So it was known throughout the world. Was common. So that's good evidence. You think?
Name something else that's common throughout the world. That's not
right.
True.
So it's pretty common throughout the world that everybody thinks that Earth is a globe now. So I guess that's true.
That's not common throughout the world.
Gosh, yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Of course it is. Everybody
thinks
that.
The Western Empire, but everyone else thinks it's flat.
No, they don't.
All the religious cosmologies are all flat earthers.
But the religious cosmologies are stupid.
There you go.
Why
That's what I'm saying. My point is that
why would I listen to stupid?
Well, and that's your opinion. You're listening to the Queen and her order. So what?
I have no respect for the Queen at all. What are you talking about?
You believe in what she puts out there, the globe.
No, I don't. I don't think she puts that out there. I don't think that she does really anything. That's why I don't respect her. I think she has a useless position.
Well, we're the ones that are hiding.
Decided based on a useless set of criteria.
That's why the best information
that her genetics really don't entitle her to any more respect than anybody else.
Because we're the ones that hid it in the first place. So we did the Bedford level. We've got prominent flat earthers throughout the ages here in England because, again, we were the ones that knew that the Queen and the royal family were the ones hiding the shape of the earth. Now, it's about authority. And if the Queen wants authority, she had many, many subjects. That was the idea, to have all the subjects worship her and not worship the King, the Messiah.
So, I mean, it seems to me that what you're saying
is why Dan doesn't get involved, because I would just crush.
It seems to me that what you're saying is that if you're right, that all of the flat earthers throughout history have been incompetent idiots like yourself.
That's what you believe because of the Queen.
Well, I mean, obviously they failed, right? If their one job was to protect the knowledge that the Earth was flat and everybody thinks it's a globe now, it would seem to me that they would be incredibly stupid and incompetent people.
What do you mean protect the knowledge?
Well, I mean, isn't that what you would want? You would protect the truth, right?
Right. So guys with bows and arrows are going to protect the truth against guys with guns. Duh.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that
they wiped out all the Red Indians, they wiped out all the Aborigines, and they wiped out. They moved the Africans from South Africa north. They said move north.
People knew it was a globe before guns existed.
When? Who? When? How? What you want about? See, this is why, Dan. Again, we're very, very on point with our argument. Know a lot about history, science, measurement, and so-called experts wouldn't dare to challenge flat earthers because, again, you have your ego and integrity to hold. You're going to be embarrassed by a silly flat earther. That's what we do. We embarrass the professionals daily, and that's why and we see a lot of clowning around because that's the only way to deal with this. Clown around.
Clown around, eh?
Had enough.
Enough of what? Your nonsense? Oh, ages ago.
Have you filled your cup?
Filled my cup of what?
I don't know. Whatever you trying to.
I thought you said cock.
Damn.
Hey, Chemo, do you have a podcast? I want to subscribe.
What is that?
Oh, okay.
That happened. Yeah, guys, you've been let down. You've been left hung to dry. They've said, hey, you dumbed down people. Here's some information about where you live, but we've got nothing to back it up with. Just a couple of mathematics. So if you're good with numbers, you'll do. Work for us. Come and play with us. Calculate these equations, and then we can tell the world that's how the world works. And then when the people are like, well, yeah, the numbers are not. I know that they're complicating everything, but, do you have a practical demonstration at least? Oh, no, you just got to understand the numbers and calculate. But, yeah.
Here's something basic for you then, Chemo. Which one of these is a...
Vince, you're so low. Come closer to your mic.
Yeah. Which one of these is a turbo? Just pick out of the photo, yeah?
Turbo?
Yeah, which one's a turbo?
I would say
I'm pretty sure
A. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4A. No, 3A. Sorry, 3A.
I'm gonna go with the one that's on the far right, second from the top. It's definitely the turbo.
No, so if you count A, B, C, D down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 across.
Where are you getting deep?
What are we talking about, Kimo?
C1.
What are we talking about?
What's a turbo?
There's not a turbo on there.
Oh.
Trick question.
They all are.
You got a distributor, a Conrad head gasket. That looks like a cat.
Muffler.
You got a camshaft, a thermostat, a radiator, a cam belt, inlet manifold, coil, disc, block, alternator, injector. Fuck knows what that is. Oh, that might be a glow. That might be a glow plug. And the bottom right is a. It looks like it's a Brembo brake caliper, half of.
That was really impressive, man.
And what did he say? Which is the turbo? Brilliant.
So you can't really beat the experts on that one, can you?
Did Kimo claim he was an expert on turbos or something?
No, you seem to be an expert in everything else. So I thought I'd.
Oh, I see. I see. You just wanted a point. Got it.
Let me see if I can find a picture.
You know, I've been in the Flat Earth Discords since before my first daughter was born. And it's interesting to me because I became very attentive to when is the first instance where globe was mentioned to her, right? Because you hear these anecdotal stories from flat earthers, like, oh man, they taught us this in school from like that. Usually they say like grade school. It's like, that's when I was taught the globe, and it didn't seem right, it seemed fishy to me. But it seems like it's way earlier, because I swear, like from the age of 1 or early, like I think the earliest thing, she had blocks with planets on them, right? So like literally from the day she was born, it's globe.
Yeah, talk to Brian about the globe, because you're afraid of me, which is understandable. Because Brian is afraid to talk to me. So we've got another flatty here. We've got Brian, Dan. Let's see how you do against Brian.
Hi,
Why
Brian.
is he afraid of you? What? You fucking frightened of Kimo.
I'm very, very terrified of Kimo.
Yeah, he's not ready for me yet, so... Brian, have a go with him and see how he pairs up.
I'm just looking for a picture of fucking Turbo.
He thinks he's on a ball, spinning, flying through space, Brian.
That's our turbo manifold.
Brian doesn't want it.
Design.
Even your flat earthers don't want to engage with you, Kimo.
Yeah, he's afraid of you.
No, Earth ain't what you think it is, mate.
No, it's right. I gotta go to bed. It's at 5 a.m. I woke up because my daughter woke up, and now I've just been shitting around. All right, I'll see you guys.
You know.
Oh.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one goes.
Oh,
here we go. I got it. This is what we call a sidewinder, where you fit the turbo on the side of the engine above the gearbox.
Are there any Globers left brave enough to challenge silly old flat earthers on shape of the earth, or have you all had it, as I predict?
They're done, mate.
You're done, aren't you guys? Completely exhausted. I mean, that's the idea. I mean, I'll let you in. You know, that the idea was, you know, to take you to a point where you're just like, because the idea is you've got to be brave, strong, and direct. And as obviously you can see, flat earthers every day are direct, brave, strong. Don't seem to falter, waver, or anything like that. So, You know, this
I've
is
got
what
an
we
eyewitness from the
we've
fish
been.
and chip shop. You know, he tells me the Earth is a bowl.
What you say, Finch? Your mic is so low, I can barely hear you, mate.
Here, how's that?
Bit better, I guess.
As I was saying, I've got an eyewitness, the guy from the fish and chip shop. He's got really good batter, but he says the Earth's a globe, and I definitely believe him. He's got the knowledge, he's got the power. You know, that batter is so fantastic. I bet he knows anything. You know, and the chips, they're perfectly crispy. You know, but they're not mushy on the inside, but they're not too crispy on the outside.
He's got that nice crispy crispy soft balance. That sounds like a man knows what he's talking about.
Exactly. Yeah, it's A1. Yeah, so. You know, if that's to your standard of proof, you know, that's it, I guess. I mean,
right. I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't get your point there, Finn. What are you getting at?
Sextons prove the Earth is not got a curved surface.
To a flat earther, we send it to the globers.
Do you hear what I said?
I'm going deaf, I am.
Sextons prove the Earth has not got a curved surface.
Okay.
So they work by triangulation, and you can only do that with 3 flat, straight sides.
Right.
There's your next proof. This lot will never fucking believe you. It don't matter what you put in front of them. They're so indoctrinated.
That's why I work with them, Brian, closely
just
every
buy
day.
A Commodore.
Okay,
mate, just buy a Commodore, mate, or a Falcon. You know, something Australian.
Are you a flatty, Finch, or Globat?
I don't know. What are you?
I'm a flat earther.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't know.
Not
I
sure.
like rabbits. Rabbits are cool, you know.
Rabbit earther?
No. Just eat them, you know. They're good.
Oh, you feed the old rabbits.
No, I eat them.
You eat the old rabbits?
Yeah.
Okay. Tasty?
Kangaroo.
He just sounds like a psycho earther. I don't know about anything else.
And like I said, fish and chips pretty good as well.
I mean, look, you're in Australia, right? I take it, yeah?
He's upside down.
No, but I'm saying you're right near Antarctica, the ice wall. Why hasn't you Aussies gone down there to track this 24-hour sun?
I'm not in Australia.
You're not from down under?
No.
Oh. Sound like you're from down under.
Better.
Yeah, I'm from down over a little bit to the left and then under.
Right. Oh, New Zealand?
No, that's to the right.
Oh, okay.
It's very, very clearly from New Guinea, Chemo. Can't you tell from the accent? What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
What else? Oh, tomato.
But yeah, 1 second.
Have you tried coon cheese, you know?
Hmm?
Coon cheese, you tried that?
Cheese?
Nah, coon cheese.
Coon cheese. Raccoon
Coon.
cheese.
No, just coon.
No, I haven't tried it, no.
It's pretty good. Tastes like cheese, you know?
Right.
Let me just finish this sandwich. I ain't got any crisps, fuck.
So yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, guys, it's going to get more and more difficult. The road is not going to be easy. Don't expect any help
Time
from...
is it for you? Is it the end of the day already?
Hmm?
Is it the end of the day already?
No, I'm just saying at the end of the day. Like when the end of the day comes.
Oh, okay, well, we'll wait till the end of the day, you know? Let's get this day done and then, you know, we'll talk about it later.
They have to turn it into humour, mate. They've got to turn it into humour.
That's alright, that's what I'm here for them, Brian. Again, they're going through...
Look, we don't need to turn you guys into humour. You're already jokes.
Belief, right? They've never experienced... Like, just imagine what's going on in their head, Brian. Right? They know they can't prove the ball, right? So in their mind, they're like, well, I'm sure it's a globe. I'm sure there must be someone somewhere out there, someone who can do it. They still have that in their mind.
Well, I mean, I got some petrol the other night, and I put it over a deodorant can, and then set the petrol on fire, and then the deodorant can exploded, and that was a bit of fun. So, you know,
yeah,
that's what you do. Just what you do at the end of the day.
That's what you didgeridoo.
Oh no, didgeridoo don't.
Didgeridoo don't.
Didgeridoo who?
Yeah, so what we didgeridoo...
Who's on first?
We gather evidence for this globe, and we find there's just nothing in the bag. Nothing there to show that we're on this ball spinning, flying in space.
We've run out of weed.
That puts us above all of what you guys understand. Your science, your maths, you know, all of that stuff. And that's why you're so angry. Because, again, in the back of the mind, you're thinking, well, the Earth's not a ball, as we've been told, and the flat earthers are telling us this. That means they're way ahead of us already in terms of, you know, figuring things out.
Devastating, mate. It's devastating for them.
Yeah, it has a lot of implications and stuff. The fact that we were the ones to figure it out in this day and age, way before they did. And they're still struggling.
All these PhDs can't fucking work it out.
No. Only mathematical equations and whatnot. Which, when you press them, well, practically demonstrate anything. Like, well, you don't understand the numbers, you don't understand the hypothesis, it's like, duh. But yeah, I mean, we expect this, we're not surprised. That's why, when we see people fall away, it's not surprising. Because again, if I were a Glober and I was going up against Brian, and I'm like, yeah, Brian, I'm a baller, and we've got loads of evidence. Brian's like, well, what's the evidence? I'm like, well, we've got pictures. And he's like, pictures? I'm like, yeah, pictures. Like, they're not even real. And I'm like, so again, I don't have a leg to stand on. So if you're a ball earther, it's very difficult to defend something that doesn't exist. So again, that puts us on the front foot in the driving seat once again. And just more anxiety and anguish your way. And I have to say, you kind of deserve whatever negative feelings you guys have. On Brian, pop mic in, mate.
I'm making me dinner for fuck's
Clapping
sake.
all over the place.
Got to eat at some point.
Yeah, well, you can mute, moron.
Yeah, mute your mic.
But yeah, look, you guys will still be here while you lot have gone back to... Who's doing that? Please. An animal. Yeah, so like I say, I mean, in the 7 years I've been in this, the amount of Globers I've seen come and go. You know, ones who thought, yeah, I can take on the flat earthers, I'm so brave, and yeah, they quickly realise, you know, this is, I can't do this. They're not what I thought.
Well, not because they don't think they have the answers, because they realize that you're unreachable morons. That's usually the...
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Nah, that's nothing to do with it. The fact is that you try to...
I'm pretty sure that's 100% to do with it.
No, what it is that you initially... Look, we take any new Glober. They would like you. Look at BioJewel in the first few days. Oh, I'm BioJewel. Here I come to save the day. And you guys, you know, were like, come on, you're not going to do anything. So and he's like, oh, yes, I can prove that, you know, run a ball. And you guys are like, ugh. So you used to be like that.
Right. Then BioJewel gave you exactly what you requested, and then you changed the story. He realized that it's pointless talking to morons. Which we were right all along.
Yeah, and you kept trying to inject yourself into his experiment after he explicitly told you had nothing to do with it over and over and over again.
Nothing to do with that, no. Nothing to do.
Well, then you shouldn't have been trying to claim that it was your experiment.
But no, you were right. It was nothing to do with me.
Right, that. You claimed it.
I realised that later, yes, it was nothing to do.
Oh, later, right. But he had already decided that you were a useless tit at that point.
But I realised when you guys were saying enough times, you're nothing to do with this. Like, okay, fair enough, I'm nothing to do. And what he did he took it as far as he could, which was show lasers. Not what I asked. I didn't ask about any lasers. I asked to see mass moving towards the other mass. And we never saw that.
And the mechanical force of that mass moved the laser.
We never saw that. So because we never saw it,
discard that.
We didn't see it, unaccept it. Alright? But, he tried and he realised...
That definitely very much sounds like a you problem, Chemo.
Oh, I mean, you can only go so far.
Oh, I'm not to lie. You can tell by my raising of my voice. Ah!
Well, I'm just saying...
Who is the Luddite that cannot mute his mic, cannot wear headphones to keep these audio signals, these tones, from constantly coming through?
Brian.
Who is that genius?
It was Mabbit.
Of course.
What about that for fuck's sake?
Mute thyself, good sir.
Just to unmute myself.
Oh my gosh, T went down the wrong hole.
You haven't even figured out his swamp.
Just take another bong hit, did you, Chemo? Big old puff.
Jesus, what's the right hole for an asshole to drink through?
Very funny.
Not the first time you got the wrong hole, is it, Chemo?
No, that was just drinking tea. Yeah. Kind of drink.
You think that any of us believe that?
Look, guys, I get it. That's why I'm with you, right? Is simply because I understand the gravity of the situation. And, to leave you guys just get lost in the eccentric wouldn't it be fair? Because it's not even your fault, really. You were dumbed down, as I said earlier on, and then you were...
Chemo, don't use gravity. I find that offensive.
You were dumbed down, and then they replaced, truth with lies in your head, in your mind, in your consciousness, whatever you want to call it. And so you can't really be to blame. Now, a lot of the flat earthers will blame you and say, well, yous are adults, you should know by now, you spoke to them long enough, if they don't get it by now. But for me, yous haven't grown up, yous haven't matured, still believing, as we spoke about, Santa Claus, things like that. You heard his missus believes in Santa Claus and things like that. That's where your mind pretty much
There's one thing you're good at, is just bounce.
That's not me, that's the microwave.
I thought that was...
Nabbit!
Microwave is time for you, mate.
Okay, I get muted for this shit, and I get muted for hours. Why the fuck doesn't Mabbit get muted for hours?
Please, Brian. You need to set an example. I'm only joking. But yeah, just try not to hot mic if possible.
How about you mute him for hours?
Yeah, Moyak. Already on that. Yeah, so like I said,
Seems like moderators don't moderate uniformly.
Oh, they do. When Kosher's here, constantly muting. He mutes the ballers, he mutes the flatties, he mutes everyone and everyone.
It's a bit skewed, Moyak. There's some favoritism, perhaps.
Really? That's strange.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't think it is, though. I think it's done fairly. I wouldn't like to think there's favoritism.
You wouldn't like to think lots of things. Your whole life works about what you want to think.
Jazza, when are you going to give up Flat Earth and come to the globe side?
Fuck off.
It's fucking cold outside.